Uh, it rained a lot in this end of the after the evening. So this is so strange today. So yes, we are online on YouTube now. Just a moment, let me see. Okay. Good evening, YouTube channel. We are here to discuss about personal traits. And I would like to know about you and the weather in your city, guys. First, Marcio, could you present yourself, please?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Márcio Nunes. I live from my city called Linhares, in the state of Espírito Santo. I'm 44 years old. I'm married. I live with my wife and my son. I have a little dog, Bento. Here in my city, very, very hot today. The temperature high, but it's normally here in Espírito Santo. I'm a student administration. I'm a student English. I participated in TNT since last year. I started in December. And now I intend to improve my English with you. Excellent.
Thank you so much. Marcio, it's amazing your evolution here. There is a long time that I don't talk with you, and I'm impressed. I'm so happy. You are talking a lot.
Thank you. This year I completed 6 years. I study English. I started the traditional school wizard during 3 years. Now I fight every day for I improve a lot.
Yes, it's amazing, and it is day by day, step by step. We need to be calm and be patient in this process. But
Today my second meeting.
oh yes.
Yesterday I had more free time. I participated 4 meetings.
Oh, good.
Good.
Can he allow us? Hello, hello, Lucas. Hello, Peter. Oh, Reader, fall down, fell down. TNT allow us to have this kind of experience, to talk a lot in English and to practice. So this is so good. Thank you. What about you, Ayla? Could you present yourself and how is the weather in Pará? Yes?
Yeah, Belém, Pará. Yeah, Pará State. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ayla. I'm from Belém. I was born here. I'm 47 and I'm married. I live here with my husband, my daughter, and our little dog. And weather in Belém usually is very hot, but we are in the winter, Amazonic. So now in these days, it's raining a lot here. I prefer when is that way that is because I don't like when is so much hot here. Yeah, it's uncomfortable for me. I don't like it. So I prefer the a little cold weather. So, but unfortunately, Belém is sometimes is like how today as today it's cold. Oh, thank God for that. So, and that's it, guys.
Thank you so much, Ayla. It's always a pleasure to be here with you in the meeting. And I said that I love your state, and someday I will visit more and especially taste the food and know the places, and yes, it's amazing. And I already said to you guys that I lived 2 years at Porto Velho, Rondônia, and there is no cold weather. So the cold weather is in January, 1 week or 2 weeks that rains a lot. So the temperature decrease, and maybe to around 20 degrees, 25 degrees. This is the cold weather there. And people go out to the street with cold clothes, maybe a lot of clothes in this kind of weather. This is funny. But yes, when rains, the weather is better, and we thank God. We thank God about it. And I think that is the same situation of Kyla. So yes. Okay. And you, Andrea, could you present yourself? How is the weather in Guarujá nowadays?
Hello, guys. Good evening. I'm Andrea. I'm 45 years old. I live in Guarujá since I was 7 years. The weather here today is hot, but now it's a little cloudy. Thank God, because I don't like hot weather like you and Naila. I think I wouldn't be able to live in Pará or Rondônia, because I'm really not exist in a hot days, guys. I hate. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What else, guys? I'm a little tired this week because I went to Lollapalooza and I enjoy it a lot. So I'm almost dying. But okay, that's it, guys.
It's good. It's amazing. You and Gabriele, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you meet each other. So Gabriele, welcome to join us. Thank you to join us in this time. Can you present yourself, please?
Of course, thank you. My name is Gabriele. I'm 31 years old. I'm from Rio Grande do Sul. There is a cold weather in Rio Grande do Sul, especially in the beginning of the autumn and the winter, but I'm not living in Rio Grande do Sul. Now I'm living in Rio de Janeiro. So here it's hot, so hot. Every single day it's so hot. And we finished the summer, but it's like the same. We have hot days every day. So, and I'm 31 years old. I'm a food engineer, and I work as a scientist and entrepreneur. Let me see, I really like to stay at home at the weekends, watch movies and series and reality shows, or hang out with my friends. Like here in Rio, we have a lot of places and beautiful landscapes to enjoy. So this is a good way to enjoy the weekends. I think that's it.
Good, amazing.
I think it is the first time that I stay with you, Sarah, in the immersion meeting. So happy to stay here.
I'm so happy to be here with you as well, and welcome to this time. Feel free to talk a lot and to give us your opinion and experiences. It's amazing. And Rio de Janeiro is an amazing place. Rio Grande do Sul as well is an amazing state, and it's more cold than other states, but it's amazing as well. And I prefer cold weather. And some people say that Rio de Janeiro is a pressure cooker, maybe, because it's a city that is more deep, and there is a kind of weather, hot and the same way humidity. So
Yeah, I don't know how to explain the difference, but I think when I say in the summer of Rio Grande do Sul, it's totally different than I say here. The perception of the hot weather is different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's totally different with the same temperature.
yes. Yes, okay, thank you. And you, Lucas, could introduce yourself, please? And
Good
where
evening,
you
guys.
live?
My name is Lucas. I am 22 years old. I live in São Paulo. I've been working as programmer for 3 years. I like very much. In my free time, I usually play soccer on Sunday, and sometimes watch series too. I've been on TNT since last year, but I don't remember the start date exactly. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Lucas. I think we meet each other at yesterday or not, Lucas? I don't
Yes,
remember.
teacher. Yesterday in morning.
Morning, yes, and I was not able to put the question on the chat. Oh my God, I was I'm ashamed about this, but it was a problem that I cannot explain. But today I'm able, and I will put the questions on the chat. Please let me know if you receive, guys. Finally, Lucas, today.
Really?
Okay. Okay, it happens, maybe. So, guys, today we will discuss about personal traits, as I said in the beginning. So we are here with the 6 people. I think that we can stay in the main room. Do you agree, guys? Okay, so I like the participation of you. So, Márcio, we can start with you. Can you read the question number 2 to us? You can respond, and after your response, you can choose another person to respond as well, okay?
Okay. What traits do you think define a person's personality? So, in my opinion, nowadays it's very, very hard because in my case, for me experience, I have my son. I try every day the education, but in the street, another people today about the internet, he like to game during the several hours during the night. It's very, very hard. I believe the traits, the person personality about your family. But nowadays, I believe it's changing a lot because the internet, the people is free talking about several people in our city or another state, another country. I follow my son nowadays. I talk with him about dangers through the internet, but nowadays, in my opinion, it's very, very hard just answer this question because very changed I forgot últimos anos. That's it.
You are trying to build the personality of your son, and you are a good father that is worried about the future of your son. So it's very good because nowadays I agree with you that internet is so dangerous when we don't know the things that, for example, our son or daughter are accessing at internet. So I totally agree with you.
In the last year, I see the case Baleia Azul. It's very, very complicated.
Yes.
The teenager wrote your aunt.
I saw. I remember. Can you choose another person, Marcio, please? To respond?
Yes. And you, my friend, Andrea.
Guys, I am thinking here because personality is something so difficult to define. Me, for example, I'm a stressed person. I don't know if I choose it for you, but I'm a stressed person. I'm an honest person. Or else, I cannot hide my fear, my fear, my feeling, my face will shows for us if I am happy, if I am sad. For me, it's a difficult question. I don't know what traits define the personality. For me, I like to be an honest person. I don't know about other person. What do you think, Ayla?
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think it's a hard person. I think it's, I don't know, subjective. It's difficult to talk to, but I think it depends on the moment, because sometimes people change a lot in front of some situation, especially bad situations. So it's hard to say she has a personality, a specific personality all the time, she or he. So I think it's hard. I think for me, it depends on the situation, depends on the age, because in my case, when I was younger, I think since this moment for now, I changed a lot. I changed my mindset all the time because I like more now than in the past, you know. I think nowadays I can manage better about my problems, yeah, my bad situation, because when we are getting older, I think it's easy. You have some experience, so I think you can feel more calm to handle this bad situation. So I think it depends on the past, depends on the situation, it depends on the people's mindset. So it's hard for me. And Sarah, please.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys, I agree with you that there are a lot of things that we can think when we try to define a person's personality. But something that Marcio said, I was thinking about, because your family could uh, build your personality, maybe. I I I feel myself, I'm so similar to my father. My husband always jokes that I am my father, but a girl. We are the same. And I think that we learn something with our parents, or if the people who are close to us, by especially because of the example that we have in our lives. And on the other hand, we develop some things in our lives. And as Ayla said, we change a lot. And I totally agree with you that I'm so different than the Sarah that of 10 years before, because nowadays I understand more the process. I'm more patient nowadays about the process of, for example, to learn English, to learn other language, or even about to do a daily activity that I need to accomplish. So yes, in the same time we grow up, learn something in our family, we develop other things and change a lot. So yes, I totally agree with you. What do you think, Gabrielle, about this question?
I think the same. I agree with you and Ayla, because I think my family helped to build my personality, but not just my personality, but the values that I believe that I have in my life. But I think my personality and the personality of all people are changing during their lives, like when they grow up, or depending on the situations in life, and depending on the person that are around you. Like one day I read a text about you are similar to 5 people that the 5 people that are so close to you, and I believe it, because depending the time that in my life that I'm more close to some friends, I perceive that I'm so similar them. Like I have not the same thoughts, but the same way to I don't know, the same way to live the life, or to respond in a situation, or to face a challenge. So I think this person are so important to build our personality. So of course we have a part of family, a part of the things that we live, a part of the friends and the people that are close to you, and a part of I don't know how to explain, but the part that's so inner to you, that maybe we're born with this characteristics. So I think we are both of these traits builds the personality.
What about you, Lucas? What do you think?
Agree, Gabriel. In my opinion, what's defined is a personality, their attitudes in everyday life, the way they speak, their positions towards people, their attitudes at work, with their family, and other times for me.
Yes, I totally agree with you as well. And there is a time, I think sometimes about this thing. There is a time that we choose our way. We choose what is better for us. And as you said, as Gabriela said, family provide us the value. So we choose the better way according to our values. So it's so interesting. So Lucas, continuing with you, can you choose another question for us, please?
Okay. Are you currently working or improving any aspect of your personality? Hard question. For me, yes, I'm trying to be a communicative person, but it's quite difficult for me. I don't really like talking, depending on the environment. But I needed to improve, to have a current communication. But for me, it's very hard. And you, Sarah?
Oh, thank you. Yes. Currently, nowadays I'm trying to improve some aspects of my personality. Communication, as Lucas said, I'm the same way, Lucas. Maybe I'm shy, but I'm trying to improve this skill, this character, this trait. And I understand that this is important for any situation in your life. If you are good at communication, you can improve your job, improve your personal relationship with other people, and what else? Any other things. And other thing that I'm trying to improve is to be more calm in front of angry situations. Because maybe there is no thing that you could do to change something, and you are angry a lot, and I cannot do anything. So I needed to be calm, try to do my best, and go ahead. So this is other thing that I'm trying to do. And you, Andrea, what do you think?
I like it, what you said about angry situation, because I am very stressed sometimes. I need to scream to put my how can I say, my bad feeling to become more calm. And I would like to change a little bit, and I would like to be more confident, because for me it's difficult to be confident. I am shy, so for me speaking English it's hard. It was really hard. Now I'm improving, but I would like to improve more this kind of things, and be more communicative also, because sometimes I think I am not so, how can I say, so good to talk with other people. I don't know. Yeah, I'm older, guys, so yes, I need to improve a lot. That's it. And you, Ayla?
So, guys, interesting question, and I think, like Sarah, I'm a shy person, and I think I've been improving my capacity to communication better, because, and I think that's why I decided to study another language, and I think it was the best thing for me, because it's so interesting, because nowadays I talk to more in English than in Portuguese, so it's crazy for me. But I think it's helping me to know myself better, because I started to think more about several subjects, and I think this activity it has became more talkative, and I think it's so good. I feel as a freedom sometimes, and I feel so better. I think I try nowadays to focus on my self-esteem, and I realized that I didn't feel well about my self-esteem before before I started to study another language, and it's work is for me as a therapy, and it's so good. And yeah, I think nowadays I try working better about my capacity to communication better. And I think it's a good way to be honest with myself first. I need to know who I am, and it's about respect myself, to improve my self-esteem, and show for people who is Ayla. So it's so good. And you, Márcio?
So in my case, I needed to learn to say not, because I'm a good person. I say yes for several things. This is a problem because in several times I'm feeling in the word in Portuguese, trouxa, because several things happening. I'm yes, yes, yes. This moment I work this because I need to learn to say not, depends on situation. My family's everything is call me this that I yes, yes, yes. I need to learn to say not, in my opinion. And you, Gabriele?
Guys, good answers. In my case, I think nowadays I'm developing my leadership because as an entrepreneur, I need to be a leader. And sometimes it's difficult because it's so hard to me to delegate functions and asking for help. I am a person that I think that I can do anything alone. I really like to work in group, to work with other people. But if a person said to me, "Oh, can you do it for me? Because I'm not capable to do it," I will do it. So this is complicated when we are a leader, because sometimes we can do it. We need to lead a team and to delegate functions and say no and say yes, have a balance with it. So I think in this moment I'm developing it, the leadership. And other two traits that are so that it's like I have two traits that I'm keeping improving every single day, like confidence, to be a confident person, because sometimes I don't feel confident about anything in my life, like about my English skills, like about my work and the person who I am. And I think to remember me, the good things that I achieved, to recognize that I need to be confident. And I'm an anxious person. So this is a trait that I do a lot of things in my life to control it, like therapy, body activity, the food, the way that I face the life. But sometimes it's hard because when I have an improbable situation, I feel anxious and I forgot anything that I learned about how to control my anxiety. So I think these three traits that are so important to me nowadays. So, but I agree with you guys. Ayla said about communication is so important too. And to recognize you in another language, it's so difficult. So I'm so proud of you, Ayla. And I think that's it.
Yes, I'm so proud as well, because this is so amazing when we achieve something that you desired in the past, nowadays we do, and we recognize that we are growing up in that, on that. So this is amazing. And as when Ayla said that she is communicating English better than in Portuguese, I'm in the same way. Maybe we are shy, but in English it seems that we can be better in communication. I cannot explain, but this is so good, and I'm the same way. I feel that I'm improving my English skills in terms of communication, and TNT is helping me a lot. Yes. So, Gabriele, can you choose another question for us? You can choose
Can I every
other question you prefer.
Okay.
You can
I choose the question number 5. Did any significant life event change your personality? If so, how? Yes, I think like the recent event, like when I moved to Rio de Janeiro, I think my personality changed a lot because I need to be more independent and more confident too to do the things alone, because all my family is staying in Rio Grande do Sul. So I think I came to Rio to do a different job, a challenge job. So I need to be confident to do it. So nowadays I feel more confident than 2 years ago when I came to Rio. So I think my personality changed because of it. But I think I'm more patient nowadays, because when we are getting older, I think we are more patient about life, about the person, and I think we can understand more the other people compared when we are young. So I think this changing life, like getting older, changed me a lot and changed my personality. How about you, Lucas?
For me, honestly, so far, no. I don't remember a very remarkable moment. And you, Marcio?
So for me, Gabriele said, I lived during 7 years in the Paraná state. There I can to live another people. I can know another culture. For me, it's very, very different, several things. This moment, I needed to improve my accent because I speak gauchês during a long time, but now I return my capixabês this moment. But for me, it's very, very interesting to live during 7 years another state. Our country is a big country, the different peoples. I would like to visit Belém do Pará, because I want to know not I forgot Nordeste região. There is different the here, because another culture, another foods. I like to travel to know, because for me it's very, very interesting to learn about another peoples. And you, Ayla?
Wow. So, guys, I think I don't know. I think after a bad situation, I think it's impossible no changing. And so I married twice, and when I got divorced, my daughter was 5 years old, and it was so difficult for me in that moment, because I blamed myself a lot. But after that, I realized it's not about if I was my marriage finished. I don't know, because my baby or my ex-husband is blaming. So it's not about this. I think when I understand, we both change, and it's I think I could accept better this, and I think it's always, most of people when get divorced, they hurt a lot each other, so it's difficult. But when I realized it's not about me or he was blamed, I could understand, and I could superate, I don't know, this moment, this bad moment in my life. And nowadays, thank God, we get along. And so I think it's so good, because I think nowadays I noticed it was the best thing for we both. So it's hard when there is a couple insisted to get their marriage, even though they don't like more each other. So it's difficult to understand this, and it's not about the blame or I was no good enough for my marriage. No, it's not about this. People change, and I think I get married so young, and we change a lot, and it's normal. And I think after the situation in my life, I get more. I don't know. I think I get more patient, resilient. I think it was a hard situation. I hurt a lot, but I grew up a lot too. I get maturity. So it's hard. Unfortunately, I didn't like it, but it was a knowledge I get from a difficult relationship. It's difficult to talk about relationship, but I remember this situation in my life, and I think I get maturity a lot after that. But it was very hard, yeah, because I had a kid, so it's stressful, and but that, thank God, nowadays we separate and we get along. So, Angel, Andrea.
For me, guys, it was when not my parents, my mother got divorced, her husband. I remember that I was 15 years, and I see myself in a situation that I needed to work to be able to give my mother a good life. Only me was working, and it's changed a lot my personality, because I became more strong, a little introvert because of the situation. But nowadays, I think it was a good how can I say, a good experience, because I am what I am now because of this situation. I became more strong, more responsible person. So I don't see myself without a job. I don't know how to deal if I one day I don't have a job. For me, it's difficult to thinking about it, because I am, what can I say? I'm a person that like to do everything without needing another person. I don't know how to say it in English. Yeah, that's it. It was hard, but nowadays I can see the good life, the good side. Sorry.
Yes, thank you guys for your
Sarah frozen.
Yes, for me.
Yeah,
frozen.
for me too.
Yes, sure.
Go ahead, Andrea. Next question.
Okay, I will choose another one for us. Number 9, guys, do you think people are not happy with their own personality? I think so. I think there are people that it's not so happy with their own personality, because I don't know, maybe could be different, or thinking about others. Would you like to be, I don't know, more confident? I don't know. I think there are people that it's not happy. And how do you think, Mars?
So, in my opinion, talking about me, I'm happy because nowadays I have 44 years old. I'm living during several years. I'm changing. I intend to change more years, because the world is changing several times. But I want to learn more about the people. Today I learn English, but I intend to learn Spanish in the futuro, because nowadays it's very complicated. You stopped some things, because the world continues in change every day. In my opinion, I'm happy, but I need to learn to say not more. This is complicated for me. And you, Gabriele?
I think sometimes people are not happy with their personality, because sometimes we don't have passing for a good time in our lives, and we had hard times, and sometimes it could influence our personality in a bad way. And I remember in the past, when I finished my PhD, I was so stressed, a stressed person. So if a person talked to me and I was not in a good day, I was not a kind of person with them, with the person, and I don't have, I remember that it's not a reason to do it. It's just because I was so stressed because the situation, finishing a big project and an important point in my life. So, but we all have time to change it. We change what we're not happy about our personality, and we have time to do it. We have the ability to do it and pay attention. A good tip to change it, it's like to pay attention about your how are you, and look to the inner and concentrate in yourself and think about the things that we would like to change in your personality and make baby steps to change it. But I think that's it. And you, Ayla?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think sometimes people are not happy with their own personality because sometimes they failed or they can't do what they would like to do, or they don't reach their goals, so it's difficult sometimes because I think when bad situation happen, people feel so sad, so upset, and sometimes they agree that's happy because their personality. But I think it's normal. It's normal, and it could be happy. Yeah. And you, Lucas.
If you, Ayla, for me, I believe that today nobody is very satisfied. The human is begin complicated. I believe that everyone wants to change a little in life, in career, professional. Change is part of life. I think you will never be 100% for me. And you, Andrea?
Yes, I've already answered, Lucas. Thank you. I think it's Sarah can answer. Sarah, we are on 9 in the question number 9.
Okay, thank you so much. Guys, I'm frozen. That time, I don't know what happened. Maybe the internet is flattened. About question number 9, let me see, because all pages fall down. Do you think people are not happy with their own personality? Maybe, guys. Maybe some people are trying to be similar to others, especially famous people. And I think that we need to follow the good examples that we see. Gabrielle said in some questions ago, that we could be defined for the 5 people around us. And I totally agree with you, and I believe on that. So I believe and I try to be around it of people who are better than I, people who want good things, desire the same way that I desire, but who are better than I in a lot of aspects. So I really, really believe on that. And I think that personally, people are not happy with their personality, but at the same time, I think that we are trying to understand better ourselves. Nowadays, a lot of people say that they are starting therapy with psychology, with some people who help. So that's it. I think that we are trying to improve. So guys, the time is close, and I'd like to thank you so much for your time in this meeting. It was a pleasure to be here with you, all of you. You are amazing. We are here to try to improve our English speaking. So I'm so happy for you. So we have a survey. Let me see if we have time to do. Just a moment. I will put the link on the chat. We have 1 minute. This is just to know if we could improve our meeting. If you have an advice or a suggestion for a new subject, we are open to know, okay? So thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And of course, I hope to see you on the next Wednesday. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Sarah. Bye.